Breaking news, people. Luckily, I was weirdly late for pretty much the entirety of last week's Toku Showdown. I never gave, the week of reviews actually, a name. Can you actually help me with coming up with a name? But hey, this time, it was actually beneficial to me to be late. We got ourselves pretty much the next season Ultra's name. Ultraman Omega. I kind of like it. I don't know. I'm a Kenny Omega fan, so for me everything Omega would be great. I hope Kenny Omega would somehow show up in it. But to be completely honest, it's not like Blazer or even Arc that we kind of gotten something meaningful with the name. Because if you think about it, Decker, when it came up, the trademark, we kind of same I got the idea of oh, it's a deck of cards. It's probably going to be based on Dyna. Blazer was very much about the actual Blazer that we have in space. Arc, he has an arc. It's literally when he flies away, there is an arc. He even creates a semi of an arc when he does his beam. Omega is a lot of things. One of the things that Omega gets translated to sometimes is finale, which I don't believe it's going to be the last season of Ultra. I think with Arc being very successful, with Blazer being ultra successful, even Decker was very successful. I don't believe Omega would be the final season. Tokusatsu would never end. We would end. Society would end as a whole. Ultra, Rider, and Sentai would somehow continue, in exception to Power Rangers, which shows that Power Rangers, it's not really Tokusatsu. Just saying. Roll the intro. That was an interesting way to end this episode, but I overall really liked the episode where the main story was less about fighting the kaijus or even Helnarak as a whole, but actually just keep coming up with a plan to contact Arc to help them to close the rift, because hey, his new galaxy armor can actually do that, because the power of the Onyx and everything. That part of the episode was actually really cool. It had the funny comedic moments that came purely with Yuppie and Ban being kind of the main comedic duo of the episode, which was kind of funny to discover that Yuppie gets an allowance from Rin. The fuck, he's what does he need? He's a robot. While Yuma did kind of join in, when he came up with the letter for Arc, and it's I'm just going to write a long ass letter, almost I'm writing to my boss that I'm not arriving today. It's kind of funny. And having Shu kind of slowly creep his way to talking to Yuma about Arc kind of means hey, I know you're Arc, but I'm not going to really say it. It is going to be interesting where we're going to get that gotcha moment and how that would kind of impact their relationship. And having pretty much the kaiju database come back from, I think it was episode 13 or episode 12, the Rin focused episode with her old teacher, come back and actually be a part of their plan to contact Arc was cool. While it was kind of funny that they all did their plans, Yuppie did his I'm talking in an alien fucking language that I got scammed on plan. Ban just I just be a Sentai actor, I'm just going to scream and move my hands a lot, while Rin is just kind of reading Yuma's letter, and Arc is making pretty much saying yes, I understand you. And they were it's helping. Let's make it louder. Like, God damn it, Ark. Can't you just say them? Hey, stop. I get you. You want to close the riff? I'll do that. I don't know. That was kind of funny. And Bazanga's back. Yeah. I don't know. That was really cool. While it still is odd to see that suit at the daylight, but you know what? It was pretty neat. How much it was super fucking odd seeing that suit just get bodied by an Ultra, because like Bazanga, like, which, like, if you think about it in context, it works. Like, mid-season Arc should body Bazanga how much he's the first wave, because in context, like, Arc from episode 18 is probably 100 times stronger than Blazer in the first episode. I don't know, it's kind of funny to see, but it makes sense if you think about it. While it is just so funny to think, no matter what season, no matter what situation, those arm gauntlets gun thingies coming off, just like what those did to you, huh? They just shot puny lasers at you. I don't know, it's kind of funny. And Helnorax's suit is just a work of art. I don't know how to kind of say it, but it's fucking beautiful. Like, now I kind of get the samurai motifs that like Zengil kind of hints at, specifically like calling him a fucking shogun. And yeah, like the reason why we got to see Helnorax's suit for the first time is Arc and Yuma pretty much pushed Helnorax when he tried to enter their pretty much dimension, and they actually got stuck in an alternate dimension, which I'm not sure it's supposed to be Blazer's dimension, mainly because it's like, I think it's supposed to be Blazer's Earth, mainly because, you know, the big old Earthy that shows up, but also it could be like an alternate dimension for Blazer too. We need to wait and see if Earthy's winning that fight. If he wins that fight, okay, we're in an alternate dimension. If he doesn't, we are in Arx's Earth, which means two things. Or it's an actual alternate dimension, or it's actually Blazer's dimension, and the only person that's going to be representative of that dimension, at least in the human form, is an alternate Shu that works at the GGF. Like, here's the thing. That's an interesting story. You're taking an actor, you're taking a character that already exists, and you twist some things about them, and you kind of put them in a new suit of armor and give them maybe some different personality. But I'm hoping he's not the only like Blazer representative that we're going to get in this episode, because like that would be actually kind of upsetting, because like for fuck's sake, like Blazer and Arc totally in one point filmed one next to each other. Like, I'm not asking for a full-blown fucking team, but it would be nice to like get like Gento and Yuma really interacting, because like those two seasons 100% filmed like across each other. 100%. There was 100% some sort of a crossover, because this is how kind of Ultra works. So it's like, now we kind of upsetting that somehow Bunbunter is getting more Ultraman Blazer representative than Ultraman Arc, the show that gets an Ultraman Blazer crossover. Please don't give me Gento and fucking Teraraki. Please no. For some odd reason, AB is just going to show up. I don't know. So yeah, like overall, this was a pretty fucking fun episode. From the comedy beats really working, the fight scene was great. Hey, it used the monster that everybody kind of semi gets synonymous with the show itself, and like an end of the episode stinger that makes me want episode 19 right now. This how much I really like this arc, and I think it is interesting that people don't really talk about this arc and the entire show of arc as a whole, but this was quite of a step up. I really liked it. Episode 18 of Ultraman Arc gets an A+. So what you thought about Ultraman Arc episode 18? Comment below, let me know. Please follow me on Blue Sky. I don't know, I don't really tweet a lot. I don't know how they call it. I think they call it posts. So I don't really post a lot, but right now I don't really have a lot of followers, so please follow me on that, because I'm trying to quit fucking X. It's a cesspool. Please follow me on Blue Sky. But also, if you want, you can follow me on X too. Yeah, if you liked the video, please like it. Also, if you haven't helped your subscribe button achieve its true goal of becoming a subscribed button, please do press it. Press that subscribe button. He's just waiting for it. Don't forget, you're the only one that can prevent forest fires. Thank you very much, and have a great rest of your day. Bye bye.